Dispenser going up. Well, I guess that'll do.
Hey everybody, Uncle Dane back again. And today, I thought I'd do kind of a, well, I guess what will end up being maybe a yearly tradition after I do it this time. But last year I did this. I basically just went through all of my loadouts and showed you guys why I equip certain things on certain classes, the cosmetics that I wear in each class, and things like that. So yeah, I did that last year and you guys seem to like it. I think it's still one of my most viewed videos, so I'm assuming people liked it. Anyway, around this time last year is when I did it, so as an anniversary type deal, let's do it again. I know it's probably not the most exciting video in the world, but hey, you know, it's something, and I know that a lot of people have been asking for it, so gotta give the people what they want sometimes, you know what I mean? So anyway, gonna be going down the list in the regular order from left to right. Now we'll start off with the Scout character. Now, Scout, I don't really play too much anymore. I used to play him a lot more, but I still from time to time get a kick out of it. I've been kind of getting back into it lately, but my first loadout is just kind of the basic loadout that I use for just, I don't know, just playing Scout, you know? The stock stuff on Scout is generally the best. So I just use a strange regular scattergun, no skins or anything. I don't have a strange skin for the scattergun yet. Just my classic, brought to you by Carl's Jr. Kill Streak scattergun. So that's that. And then we've got the Capper. It's a laser pistol, you know? You gotta have the lasers. So that's why I switched that out with the regular pistol, because I don't know, it's a lot of fun to fire. The sound it makes is a lot of fun. So yeah, and this one's specialized kill streak. I think somebody gave this to me. I want to say that this was gifted to me, but I'm not sure. And of course, the strange atomizer. When I said that a stock Scout is usually the best for everything, I mean stock plus the atomizer. The atomizer is pretty dang good. Oh wow, 4 kills on it. That's amazing. I don't even remember ever getting a kill with this thing. But anyway, it's just so, it's like a good passive thing. That's why I like to use it. And my second loadout, this is the kind of the one that I use like on those maps that have like a lot of good vertical ground, because oh man, the soda popper. I for some reason I have a professional kill streak soda popper. I'm not really sure why, when or where I got this from. I don't even think anyone gave this to me. I think I was maybe intoxicated one night and I bought it. But totally worth it. I use it a lot actually. I use it all the time for just kind of running around and trying to see what I can pull off. And of course, with the kind of messing around Scout comes the Sandman Guillotine combo. I really can't pull these off very well anymore. I feel like I used to be really good at being able to Sandman Cleaver people, but I think that skill has waned with over time, so oh well. Maybe someday we can revisit that. And then I think this third one, I don't even think I really need a third Scout loadout slot because I don't play it enough, but I think maybe this is what I use whenever I'm playing on payload, maybe in like a more serious setting. If somebody ever for some reason wants to ring me a Scout in like a actual game. The Mad Milk is generally pretty good for payload, I've found, since that's where a lot of people like to congregate, is around the cart, so you can just milk the cart and say, "Cart's been milked," and then run away, and then your team can follow up with that. But I don't know. This is kind of like a wild card slot, I guess, because I guess I could put whatever here and it doesn't matter. And my D slot, always on all of my loadouts, you're gonna find that the D slot is my MVM slot, so all I have to do is just hit 4 on my keyboard whenever I'm playing MVM. I don't have to worry about having the right stuff for when we start playing. So in MVM, generally you can choose whatever scattergun you want. It doesn't really matter in MVM what scattergun you have. I choose the soda popper because it's the most fun to use. And then of course the Mad Milk and the Fan of War are very important in MVM, so you can milk giants and mark giants for death with the Fan of Wars to help out your team. So, and as far as the cosmetics go, I recently got this unusual human cannonball. I traded a lot of stuff recently. I I sold a lot of stuff, and then I kind of like went and I was like, I need to get an all-class unusual with the Miami Nights effect. So I got that, the Human Cannonball. It's an okay hat. It's an alright hat, but I didn't buy it for the hat. I bought it for the fact that it's all-class and that it's Miami Nights, which is my favorite unusual effect by far. And of course the Gray Bands. Gray Bands is kind of like, you know, it's just a cool thing to put on your stuff, and I think I crafted these a while ago, and I just today painted them white. I've been wanting to paint these white for a while, and then right before I made this video, I checked my my trade offers, and somebody had just donated to me some white paint for no reason. So I was like, oh, sick! And I can finally paint my socks white. So I had some white paint, but I was like unsure if I wanted to spend that last white paint on my socks or not. So so that's my scout. Moving on to the soldier class, I have recently kind of fallen in love with the original. I don't know, I haven't watched my old video recently, but I don't remember if I was into the original back then, but I know that at least in the last 6 months, I've kind of started using the original a lot more than usual. Yeah, I got a strange one, and I've so far put 1,700 kills on it. Almost 1,800, so yeah, I've been using it a lot, and I've been noticing that ever since I got this unusual, which is actually not my all-class one, this one I've had for a while. This is the unusual Full Metal Drill hat with Miami Nights. I've kind of noticed that a lot of medics like to heal me. Because, you know, in pubs, medics tend to hang on to the person with the unusual, which is good. That's why I wanted to get an unusual for all my classes, so that I could maybe get some heals and stuff, but because, you know, sometimes you gotta try and convince the medics to heal you in pubs. But with the unusual, it goes without saying. It's like, hey guy, I've spent a little bit of time playing this game, enough to at least invest in an unusual. Maybe, you know, I might be a good idea to give an overheal to, so... for that reason, I've decided to kind of do away with the gunboats, because I don't find myself doing a whole lot of sick rollouts. I'm not very good at rocket jumping. I mean, I can rocket jump fine, and I can do like specific really easy tricks and stuff, but I am absolutely terrible at strafing. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can't get my damn finger off that W key, and I haven't really been, I don't know, into it enough to really train myself off of it yet. So for now, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna just do mediocre jumps for now, and I'll get rid of the slot for the gunboats for just the regular shotgun here, which this shotgun, oh man, this is one of my favorite shotguns ever. You can't inspect it right now, I guess. I'll inspect it later, but there he is, he's holding it. It's such a nice skin, and ever since they made it so you can actually strangify the civilian grade stuff, I was like, oh, right away, I'm gonna strangify the dang autumn leaf one, because like I'm a sucker for stranges. I think a lot of people know that. I really want, I eventually want to try and get a strange of everything in the game eventually, and so I can't really justify using a weapon too much if it's not strange, and so I've been always just, I don't know, attached to the weapons that are strange. So once I strangified this, I was like, this is my new shotgun. This is the one that I'm going to use. So I transferred all my old kills over to it. It's way past Hail Zone already. It's got 10k kills plus on it, you know, so I've been using that on all of my shotgun enabled classes. And of course, I'm a pick class, because I can use the pick, you know, with any kind of, this is, I guess, is kind of the pocket soldier loadout. This is kind of good. I mean, you could switch this out with the whip as well, but this pickaxe is pretty good. I keep forgetting what it's called. The escape plan. Yeah, because you can escape with it. My second loadout here is my there are no medics on the server right now loadout, which is my my black box. I love this black box. It looks so cool. I don't care what y'all say about the festive black box. I think it looks really cool. It's kind of like a, almost from a distance, it looks like a really crappy Australian, so maybe that's why I like it. One day I want to get an Australian black box, but this is gonna have to do for now. This is my, what is this? Professional? It is. Is it? How do you tell? It is. Killstreaker's Firehorns. Yeah, this is my professional Killstreak black box. Aptly named No, because whenever you get in a 1v1 soldier fight with somebody who's using a black box and the Conqueror together, usually that just is like a big giant no right in your face. So it's also the description. I just noticed that. No and no. So, and of course the Conqueror is one of the best backpacks, if not the best backpack for the soldier. I use it a lot in pubs because healing is often hard to come by, and you know, those pesky scouts with 123 health always stealing the giant ammo pack, so you gotta have some reliable source of healing there. And my go forward, move ahead, try to detect it is not delayed, just whip it, you know, this is a reference to an old Devo song. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember listening to this on the radio, but yeah, this is a reference to a song about whipping, which goes hand in hand with its ability, which is to whip people and whip them good. And this is usually the C loadout. For a lot of classes is going to be the messing around or like the wild card loadout. I generally actually use this a lot for exploring maps. Like if I downloaded a custom map or something, I'm usually going to go and get a good look at it by just rocket jumping to places, because you can get a good idea of where the where all of the what do you call it? The hit box for the sky box, the hit box for the sky is by rocket jumping and stuff. Because if you no clip around, you're actually not going to be able to find the hitboxes, or I keep saying hitbox, the skybox as well. So yeah, I prefer to jump around with this, and of course the frying pan, because why not? And this is my MVM loadout. A lot of people will always tell you to use the buff banner. Pretty much this is the automatic choice for soldiers. Always use the buff banner. This is the biggest deal for soldier. And as far as the other two, it's usually not a huge priority to pick between. I mean, usually you want to pick between either the stock, the black box, and this, and I feel like this is probably the least used, but I like to use it a lot because I just love the Beggar's Bazooka. I always have. I don't really use it as much in pubs anymore because I feel like I've gotten a little bit more used to using the stock rocket launchers and stuff like that, and but I still use it all the time. So this is actually a gift from Blind Pyro, who is named I Poop at the moment, so that's why it says that on there. And of course the escape plan. I mean, although this could be anything, I just kind of have it on that right now. And then we'll go over my cosmetics here. Got my unusual as well. And the Allfather, which is actually all class now. They actually updated it to be all class, except for certain classes like that can't have it, such as the, I want to say the Spy, the Scout, and the Pyro, although I'm going to have to double check that Spy. And then I've got my strange fancy dress uniform, just because I like stranges. And it doesn't really look that noticeable on here, but I think it looks nice. As you can see, he kind of looks like my engineer a little bit, and that's kind of what I was going for with it, is an Uncle Dane looking soldier, even though he's not an engineer. And then this monstrosity, the Pyro. I always get a kick out of the way that I made this guy look, because he looks insane. He looks even more insane with the helmet on, because he looks like he's just so reckless that he needs to be helmeted at all times, like he has special needs or something. Ever since the degreaser nerf, I have completely transferred all of my... I mean, I don't even use it anymore anywhere, because I can't do the cool combo kills. I can't do the switch, pop him up in the air, switch, kill him with the flare gun, flare him real quick, hit him with the axe, I can't do that stuff. I'm not very good at Pyro. It's my least played class. So when I do play Pyro, it's usually to Pybro. So I have this wrench here, which actually removes sappers on hit, which is the biggest part of this loadout, I think. And then the shotgun, because I'm pretty decent with the shotgun. I'm not very good with any of the flares. I just can't hit them as well. I don't know. Shotgun I'm used to, so I use that. And then the stock flamethrower, which is decent. It's okay. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't get enough out of the degreaser to use it all the time, so I just go with the stock all the time for my Pyro needs. This is my freedom loadout. Whenever I don't have an engineer to babysit, I'll go and I'll roam around the map and try and burn people's butts. So that's what this is. This is the I burned your butt, the non-tradable crafted. Wait, somehow I crafted this It says crafted by Dane, but it's also not tradable, so that must mean that I crafted it using an uncraftable piece of metal, and I don't know how that happened, but I guess I renamed it. I burned your butt, and I've got the detonator for getting those sick flank routes a little bit more open to the Pyro, and then strange power jack for speeding along. And then this is for when I don't really do this anymore, but ever since this thing got nerfed. But wow, this game is easy is the name of my phlogistonator, because man, this thing makes the game pretty easy. You just spam your scorch shot at people until you get your oomph, which takes a lot longer now, and then you go and pop it off next to somebody without them noticing, because before you could just pop it off right in front of people and it was all fine because you would get your health back and it would be like, what are you gonna do about it now? But now a little harder to do that, which is understandable. I think that the phlogistonator is absolutely fine now. A lot of people are always asking me, what do you think about the phlogistonator? Is it OP? Is it OP? No, not anymore. It was pretty annoying before, but it's now kind of, it takes a lot more work to get kills, and I feel like that time that you're spending just burning people and trying to stay alive so that you can get your oomph meter a little bit higher could be spent being a little bit more aggressive, so it's okay. It's okay. Scorch shot is amazing though. I love the scorch shot. I actually use this a lot. It doesn't really take, because like I said, I'm not very good at aiming with it, so that's good for me because you don't have to actually aim at the person in order to set them on fire. You can just kind of aim in the general direction and then it'll somehow, you know, alight multiple people. So, and then for when I do MVM, I get it didn't actually change at all. I do the exact same thing in MVM. Usually this is for that last 7th wave in that one mission where there's just 3 tanks and nothing else, and yeah, I just use the phlogistonator to take out the tanks. So, and as for the cosmetics here, I went and tried to make this Pyro the craziest looking Pyro of all time. He used to have a white gibbous, but now he's got the unusual effect on, so now he just looks like an insane person with his eyes bugging out and a clown nose taped to his mask. So, yeah, he just looks crazy. Gah! I'm gonna burn everything. That's what the Pyro would say. And then here's my Demoman, probably my second to last played class. Actually, if you guys want to check out my stats, I'll just show them right now. I'll come back to these later, but as you can see, Demoman's down here. Yeah, this is just the standard Demoman loadout. If I feel like, you know, I could do a little bit of damage as Demoman, if a medic is willing to pocket me, then I'll try my best. I'm not exactly the best with a sticky bomb launcher, which is why I named it this. I literally have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to this thing, but I try. And this, I feel like there's some days where I'm good with it and some days where I just can't hit the side of a barn with it. So, yeah, I don't know. Just stock demo is just one of those things. Just one of those things is good. And of course, when I say that, I mean the melee doesn't count because, of course, the Scotsman Skull Cutter is pretty much a direct upgrade because the 20% damage bonus is totally worth it, and the 15% slower move speed is not really that big a deal because if you're right up in someone's face, then you're probably not going to need to move that fast anyway. So that's why I use it, at least. That's what I figure. But this is usually what I'm gonna do in a pub, is try and pan people and hit them with the grenade launcher. I used to use the basketball sound in one. What was it? Basketball sound. The Iron Bomber. I used to use the Iron Bomber a lot more. I'm trying to switch back to this though because I don't know. I miss the rollers going everywhere. So I'm kind of going in between them at the moment. And the Tide Turner is just still really fun. I still use this all the time. This was a gift from Castling. I don't really know how that happened. I was probably in a server with somebody and he gave it to me. That was a while ago. That was on December 31st. And my frying pan. I don't have a strange pan, but who needs a strange pan? Because this thing is just perfect the way it is. The thing with the Tide Turner is they nerfed it so that you don't get a guaranteed crit at the end of a charge. You get a guaranteed mini crit, which is dumb because it used to be a lot better, but I guess it needed to be nerfed because it was pretty much the mainly used shield that all of the demo knights used, so they had to do something to it. But you can counteract that with the pan because the pan actually has a hidden stat that says this will crit 100% of the time. totally true and totally not making that up right now. So that's why I do that. And then this is my messing around Demoman. I don't think I've actually used these in a long time because I've never really sunk that low into my into my gameplay to where I'm just like, I'm gonna go stupid sticky jumper man with the bombs and the caber, which doesn't actually work anymore. So generally I'll probably just use this to explore a map, but I'm better at rocket jumping than I am at sticky jumping, so yeah, probably not gonna see a whole lot of play with this one. And then my Demoman loadout for MVM is the iron oh, pardon me, the Iron Bomber, which is a pretty fun weapon. I like it a lot. Like I said, I was using it in pubs a lot, and then I don't know, just trying out new things. I probably will try out new things in MVM, but generally robots like to stay in the same spot, so the Iron Bomber can usually get a little bit more kills with the splash damage from the lingering little rollers that you got there. And the Scottish Resistance, I've found, is really, really fun to use in MVM because sometimes robots come from multiple angles. Sometimes it's just better to have more stickies out at once because you can just buff the damage like crazy, and you can fire it faster so you don't have to spend as much money on firing speed and stuff. So I don't know. The few times that I do play demo in this game in MVM, I always use the Scottish Resistance. I always have fun with it. And then, of course, the best melee for Demoman besides the pan. And then as far as the cosmetics go, slapped a little white beard on him to make him look a little bit more uncly, and with the gray bands it makes him look a little bit more uncly. So he's the uncliest demo of all. The only thing that's off, of course, is the human cannonball, but that's okay because he shouts cannonball, I think. He says cannonball, right? I don't know. I don't know my Demoman quotes too well, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Alright, on to the heavy weapons guy. This guy looks, ooh, he looks real shiny because, you know what? I got a bit of a secret. I like to play heavy. Sometimes, well, you know, a lot of the time that I feel like our team just isn't cutting it. I'll be like, hey medic, I'll go into the chat, hey medic, I'm gonna go heavy, pocket me, and then we'll just completely wreck, R-E-K, the other team with this loadout, because this is just the perfect pub stomping heavy loadout. I mean, like, it's spaghetti. He's gonna spook you, alright? He's gonna get you. And I got this less than a year ago, and it's already got so many amazing stats on it. I mean, like, this is just, I mean, if you want a pub stomp, just get a medic and get a heavy and put them together. I mean, most pubs can't even deal with that at all, and it's just amazing. I've got my vintage sandwich. It's a bit of an old sandwich, so it's got a little bit of mold on it, but it's good nonetheless. It'll give you the health that you need. And then I've got these kill streak. Wait, are these professional? Why are these professional? I might have gotten a kit off. You know, maybe I got a kit and then I just applied it to these, because that's super weird. Because, yeah, when are you going to be ever killing people with this? So that's the pub stomping one. This is the same deal, but this is usually what I do on defense, because defensively, the Natasha is a great minigun to use. You can slow down scouts, you can slow down spies who are trying to butt stab you, and pardon me, I got a bit of a cough today. The Fists of Steel are also a great defensive weapon, obviously, because they're made of steel. They make your hands made of steel. So, I mean, bullets can't hurt steel, so if when you put them up, you're gonna be invincible, right? I don't know, I guess that's the way the game works, but it's good for making those getaways where you're getting shot at and stuff like that. So, yeah, playing defensively, playing red on payload or something, generally gonna go gonna go for this. And what the heck is this? This is my dumb heavy loadout, I think, because I would never use the brass beast, even though I have a strange of it. Hold on. Gotta drink a bit of water here. I think the point of this is probably Fat Scout or just being a dummy. I don't think I've ever equipped any of these in like years, so I don't know what that's there for. It's a wild card, we'll call it that. And this is the MVM heavy loadout for the few times that I do go heavy in MVM. Generally, the stock minigun is the best choice. This is what I used to use in pubs all the time, but now I kind of only really use it in MVM. I got my sandwich and my gloves, and like all of my other loadouts, the cosmetics are built up to be the uncliest of all. I try and make most of my loadouts look uncly nowadays because honestly, I don't really have anything else to do in this game as far as cosmetics go. So I've got this really cool hat. I think this looks awesome. It makes him kind of look like a cop, especially with the glasses there, but he looks like an old Santa cop. So, yeah, I think yeah, I like it a lot. You know, I need to get a strange Allfather. Yeah, I'll put that on my list of things that I need to get. And moving on to the grand attraction, the Engineer. And of course, this is the class that I play the most. In pubs, pretty much everywhere. This is probably not going to be too much different or too different from last year. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't actually remember, but a lot of this stuff might be new. Like this, for instance, I've switched out my Festive Wrangler for the VATS enhanced Geiger counter. This is obviously a legendary weapon that I found. I got it off a legendary character in the game. It has improved VATS hit chance and a 25% less action point cost, so that's pretty good. This was a gift from Massive. His name is it's all sorts of messed up at the moment. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I've gotten over 1,000 kills on my Rescue Rangers since the last time we met, and we've got the Golden Legendary. Wow! So. For those of you who play Hearthstone, this will make a little bit more sense. I changed the name and the, I don't know, I might change it back again. I have no idea what to call this thing. I don't know. I spend dollars to make dumb jokes in the moment, and then later I regret them. But for now, this is what it is, okay? It's a Hailzone Wrench now. And then I've got my dispenser. Oh wow, we have dispensed over 2 million health to allies, and we've got over 20,000 kills on all of our sentries combined. And look at all those teleported allies we've gotten there. 45,000. Wow, we sure know how to play Engineer, don't we? Yeehaw! Alright, my Battle Engineer, actually, this is more representative of what I've been playing lately. I've been using this thing like crazy. Oh man, this thing is awesome. I don't know. I've been trying to, like, this summer, well, I guess this last winter included, I kind of made a little bit of a promise to myself. I said, I'm going to try and improve my overall Engineer DM, which means I got to improve my aim with a shotgun, because I've noticed that, man, my Engineer aim sometimes leaves a lot to be desired. I go over a lot of my clips, I review a lot of this footage all day nowadays, and I always notice that most of the time I'm like freaking out and flicking my aim at people and missing most of the time. So I've been trying to figure out how to make that a little better, and I've noticed that the more I use this thing, the better my aim gets, because I think what happens is I get into this mindset where I think, oh man, I have to hit my shots or else I'm not going to be able to keep firing at all. Like, if I don't hit this shot, then I will not have any more ammo left, and I will have to run away, or switch to my pistol. So I think that this has definitely helped. I've already put almost 2,500 kills on it so far, and I got this, like, I want to say 6 months ago, or I started using it like less than 6 months ago. So, oh man, this was gifted to me by a nephew. Very generous. This thing is expensive, man. This is a collector's professional killstreak Widowmaker, and it's strange. So, damn, good on him. But you know, it's my baby now. I love this thing. I mean, it's helped me out, and it's also just a ton of fun to use. Like, you have no idea, like, once you get going on a roll, like, if there's like 5 people and they just can't hit you and you're hitting every single one of them, like, you're just gonna take them all out. You can't do that with a shotgun. No way. You have to reload. You have to stop and reload. Like, once you hit your 6 shots, you have to stop. And this thing, you just can't stop firing. You have to send help. So, and this is a pistol that I'm working on. I need to get a professional killstreaker for it right now, and then I need to name it something. But I love this skin. It looks really nice. It's my favorite skin that they've come out for with the pistol. I just think it looks cute. Well, I don't know what else to say. I think it looks cute. What are you gonna do? And I think on this one, there's stickers that can go on specific skins. Like you can not only get a randomized skin, but you also get a randomized sticker on some places on certain skins. And the skin on this one is a rainbow on the clip. So, cause I don't know, I like rainbows. They're pretty sick. You know, they're cool. All right. I'm gonna say they're cool. And this is my strange gunslinger, also gifted to me by a nephew, very generous. And I renamed this. Don't worry, guys, I'm an engineer main, because hey, you can't be an engineer main without a strange gunslinger. So my third slot is my hurry up, I gotta get this building up slot. Generally, I use the Jag nowadays just for setting up or getting a gun up when I just need to get one up really quickly. Generally, that means that even if we're getting pushed in on or something, I'll switch to this loadout really quick and use the Jag to get my building up slightly faster, and then I'll switch on back to my stock wrench. So usually that's what I'm using it for. Sometimes I use it on offense to build level 2s around the cart. In that case, I'll usually go in here and change this to a shotgun or something, just to make that easier, or change this to a pistol so I can use the Rescue Ranger in combination with it. So I can have a little bit of personal damage, but also be able to heal my sentry from afar. So that's what I mean, this is my wild card, but also generally my Jag loadout area. So that's what I'm using it for. And then this is my MVM loadout. I have never deviated from this except for when the Jag was just too good, and that's what I'm going to talk about for a second today. If you play MVM and you like to play Engineer, you should probably just use this or the Southern Hospitality. Everything else is generally not that great, and I'll tell you why. Because the Jag in MVM, it's not used to its full potential, because you can get this, you can get a little canteen, and your battery canteen, that will allow you to just upgrade all your buildings right away in an instant. And you just press H or whatever you have it bound to, and you've got your buildings fully upgraded. And the main benefit of the Jag is that you can upgrade buildings faster, that you can set up your buildings faster. But in MVM, that's pretty much non-existent. And when you place your building back down, when it's fully built, it's just all ready to go. Doesn't have any sort of build time or anything like that, so you can't even speed that up with the Jag. So generally the Jag is worse because it has less healing, so you're not gonna be able to keep your gun up as much. And it also is weak to spies, which if you've ever played MVM, you'll know spy spam in MVM is super annoying. Like, they come in waves, they come in little hordes of French people, and they just stick sappers on your sentry over and over and over, and your team just refuses to turn around and help you. So yeah, if you can avoid that as much as possible, then that's great. So generally stay away from the Jag in MVM. That's what I have experienced, at least. And I love the Wrangler in MVM because you can focus down bots and you can protect it from damage, and the Rescue Ranger is the most overpowered weapon in MVM ever. It's just super amazing. It's pretty much the main reason why I love playing Engineer in MVM. It's just a lot of fun. So, and the cosmetics, don't really need to explain myself, but what happened since last year? I added this sheen to it because there was a little bit of a glitch where you can add sheens to your non-weapon stuff. So I added a bit of a sheen to this, so it's even more expensive now. And then I also added a sheen to my red texted beard, and I didn't add a sheen to this, but it's okay. It's already shiny enough on its own, I guess. So those are the point, and maybe you can compare since last year and see how many points I've gotten in a year. I don't know if you're into that, but that's my Engineer. On to the Medicinal Man. We've got the Involuntary Euthanasia. A lot of the stuff might have not even changed since last year, since I haven't really updated a lot of my medic stuff except maybe the cosmetics, but crossbow, stock, and the different kind of face stab here. Thanks, Bingus. It's a, you know, classic medic loadout. I like playing medic in pubs, and this is generally what I'll use if I want to heal somebody. This is Strange Kritzkrieg. Somebody donated this to me as well. This is a very generous donation, named Focus Energy. This actually was not the name that I came up with, and it kind of it kind of goes along with my Pokemon theme, focus energy. The user takes a deep breath and focuses to raise its critical hit ratio. That's a move from Pokemon if you're unfamiliar with that series. So. And then we've got Uncle Dane's Hot Chocolate Beam. This supplies Uncle Dane's famous hot chocolate directly into people's bodies, so it'll heal them that much faster. And I probably should get a professional kill streaker for these things, because I like to play medic, but yeah, maybe someday. And then you'll notice that the melee and the primary don't change too much. It's just because I really just like these. I know that the amputator is probably good, maybe for especially for this, because I don't know. I'm sure a lot of medic mains would disagree with this combination, but I just can't not have a crossbow. I think that it's just the best medic primary ever. Don't tell Array 7 I said that, but it is. Alright, and then this is generally what I use in MVM. I'm a bit of a rebel. I like using the quick fix in MVM. Haven't played medic in MVM in a long time though, so I have no idea if that's even a thing anymore. Didn't they nerf it? I don't think they nerfed it in MVM actually. And the cosmetics, I try and make my medic look as uncly as possible as usual. So we've got the Miami Nights effect. The helmet doesn't really make it very uncly, but that's fine. And then we've got the Gray Bands and the Allfather. Gray Bands and the Allfather is like the ultimate uncleify your loadout combination, I've noticed. So, which I've tried to do with the sniper, but I just can't get rid of the Starduster. This Starduster is too awesome to not have, so I have to give up a slot. I have to give up my Gray Bands for the Starduster, but it's just too sick. It looks too good. Can't help it. And, you know, my stock sniper rifle. Oh, whoa, I just got past 6666. Wow, just missed it. Have you seen Chef? Because that's a very important question to ask. And the Cozy Camper. This is something that I've actually recently kind of got obsessed with. I can't unequip this thing. This thing is so nice for me because my aim as sniper is already not really that great. And this used to be called the body shot because I can only really body shot people. And this is just so good for when like people are pecking you from across the map and you're trying to hit them. Oh man, it's just so great from that. And it's also just really helpful in servers where medics are not the most abundant thing. So you can just kind of passively gain your health back over time, so you don't have to go scampering for a health pack when you're at low health. So that's nice. And I've also kind of taken a liking to this thing. It's just a nice weapon, and it's strange. It's like one of the few strange sniper melees that I have, so it's probably why it's equipped. And then this was gifted to me as well, the Shooting Star. This thing's awesome. It's the Machina reskin, and sometimes I just like trying to get combos. I try and go for, oh baby, a triple, you know? So occasionally I'll do that, but most of the time I'm doing this. This is sometimes. And then this is the mess around. Of course, the sea loader is the mess around. I try and hit people with this thing. I don't know how people are so good with this, but maybe it's just because I'm not lucky enough. I don't have the luck that is required to play with this weapon, but I just simply can't hit people in the head with this. I don't know what it is. Just not good. Never lucky. And then we've got the ham, you know. We've got to represent all the cool melees on all accounts. We've got the pan on one, and we've got the ham on the other. So that's where this is represented with the ham, the genuine killstreak ham shank. And then I've got this Woodsy Widowmaker. This isn't the Widowmaker. Why would they call this the Widowmaker? That's extremely confusing to like new players. Jesus. They didn't add Snowplow, but they added that. And then I think I've played Sniper in MVM one time, but this is generally what people use when they play Sniper in MVM, so that's what I have equipped. I just kind of took it from others. I don't really know enough to be confident about that. And then we're last looking at the Spy. Doesn't he look glorious? I guess, you know, I guess he doesn't have access to the Allfather. And that's why I have the camera beard, which I have painted white, because it's close enough. I gotta have a white beard on all my classes, alright? At least all of them that are able to have beards. And so this Spy has is uncled as much as possible. As far as the loadout goes, I like to use the Lachrangier because, hey, you know what? It's pretty much a direct upgrade, gives you a longer cloak time, and, I mean, does slightly less damage, but whatever. Who cares? I don't play Spy enough to really be super good at my aim with the revolvers, so it's whatever for me. And then I've got the Blue Mew knife. I think I uncrated this, and I've just kind of kept it around because the inspect animation for the knife is so cool that I just kind of like, when I'm walking around as Spy, I just kind of hit my F key. I hit F to pay inspects to my cool Blue Mew knife. And then I've got this Quackenbird. It's a reskin of the regular watch. And then I've got my Festive Sapper. So, yeah, stock on everything except for the Lachrangier, which, I mean, Lachrangier is pretty much stock. It just kind of gives you a little bit more cloak so you can stay invisible longer. This is my annoying Spy loadout. This is what I play when I want to annoy people by trying to head shoot them with the Ambassador. I'm not amazing at it, but whatever. I use the Spicicle just in case somebody sets me on fire and I want to live. And then this is what I use if somebody damages me and I want to live. And I just run away and still try and shoot him with the Ambassador. So this is my second sniper loadout, I guess you could say. And then this is my sit and do nothing in the corner Spy loadout. I don't think I ever really used this. Yeah. Maybe if I want to like troll or something, or like try and do stupid strategies that I'm not very good at, this is what I'll use. Cause, yeah, self-explanatory. And then this is, I guess, what you use in MVM. But to tell you the truth, I can't be completely sure if this is good. This is just what they tell me is good, because I don't think I've ever actually played Spy in MVM and not hated myself. So that's what that is. And then I said I was going to go look at my stats a second time at the end, so this is what we're looking at here. We're looking at all my stats. As you can see, Engineer, I've played a lot of Engineer. Almost too much Engineer, I guess you could say. Soldier is my second played, Medic, Sniper, Spy, Scout, Heavy, Demoman, and Pyro. Heavy is I'm surprised that it's this low, because I feel like I play Heavy a lot more than this, but maybe a lot of this stuff was early game, like when I first started playing, because I do remember playing a lot of Sniper and Spy when I first started playing this video game, and then I realized that those classes suck. So, just kidding. I'm just trying to trigger you guys. Was it successful? Was a successful trigger? I don't know. And to round it out, I thought I'd kind of combine two video ideas in one. I wanted to do this a while ago. In fact, I dug out this old video idea list that I had, and in it, it said backpack organization. And I was like, what? And then I remembered that I kind of wanted to make a video showing you guys how I organize my backpack, because whenever I've been streaming lately, everybody's been kind of pointing out to me that my backpack is surprisingly organized, and I have to agree. I do like my backpack organized, so I thought I'd show you guys. This is the first screen that you'll come to, and I leave it empty because this is where everything is deposited whenever you get something. So this is kind of like the starting screen for me. Say, like, you know, this dropped, and I'll be like, oh, I got a drop, and then I'll move it onto my dropped weapons page, which is my second page. So my second page is my dropped weapons page. Whenever I get too many weapons or whatever, whenever I get like a full page, I'll head on over to scrap.tf and exchange that for metal, and then I'll put my metal right here. I mentioned earlier in the video that I sold a lot of my stuff, and this is what this is all from. I still don't really know what I'm gonna spend this on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get a new Medic Unusual if one that I want comes onto the market. I really can't, I can't say, because I already have pretty much everything I want. So I guess I'll just save it for a rainy day. Maybe if something really cool comes out that's super expensive, then I'll just maybe splurge on it. So it's not even really that many keys. It's just kind of like an average amount of keys, I guess, for something. But I play a lot of MVM, so this is where my robot parts are going to go. Robot parts, robot parts, robot parts. And then my kits. Still don't really know what I'm going to do with this. If they ever come out with a Stranger Fire for the Eureka effect, I'll finally be able to use this. In the meantime, I might just put it on a collector's if I can ever get a hold of one. Maybe that's what I'll spend my keys on, a collector's Eureka effect. How about that? This is where I keep my medals and my like tokens, and then down here at the bottom I have all of my my taunts. Right here is where I have all my Halloween stuff for when Halloween rolls around. This starts to look a little bit more active. Right now this is kind of a little bit down in the dumps at the moment because it's almost midsummer. And these are all my weapons. If you want, you can go to scrap.tf and they can give you all of the weapons in the game. If you just give them, like, I don't know, this cost me like five refined metal or something like that. It was really easy. So it probably wasn't 5. It was something like that. Give them a key. How about that? We'll say give them a key and they'll give you a whole bunch of weapons back. Every weapon in the game, so you never have to worry about not having a weapon. And I've got 2 pans here for some reason. I'm not really sure why. And then this is where I keep all my hats that I don't want to get rid of. Yeah. These are all my hats that I don't want to get rid of. And then I have 4 Pyrovision goggles for some reason. I don't know. People donate random things to me, and then they include their Pyrovision goggles because they just want to rid themselves of the curse. People always ask me how many unusuals I have. I only have 4. I mean, I only say that I only have 4, but keep in mind that this one is all class, so I can put that on anything. And then I've got one for the heavy, and one for the soldier, and one for the engineer, of course, because those are the ones that I play a lot. And that's why I would maybe look into getting a medic unusual, but those generally are pretty dang expensive for some reason. So I don't know about that. I think I'll stick with my human cannonball. This is my lo-fi long wave that I got from being on Critscast that long time ago. And these are all my cool NG things. I don't know, I just like to keep all my cool NG things on one page. This was my old Widowmaker that I used to use until this got donated. This is still pretty dang cool, but it's not red like this one. And then somebody donated this Collector's Professional Killstreak Jag to me. Not really sure what I'm going to do this. Might give it away someday, not sure yet. And then down here at the bottom I got a bunch of just miscellaneous things. I've got my white paint here just in case I need to paint something white, because you never know when Uncle Dane's got to paint something white. And then I've got a bunch of signs. Usually these, mainly these are donated. And then my dueling minigames that I find randomly. And then of course my stranges. Oh man, look at all these stranges. Like I said before, I want to try and collect every strange in the game someday, so I'm starting with this small collection of stranges. Every time I get a strange of anything that I don't have, I keep it. So I've got, yeah, those are all those. And then this is kind of a bunch of miscellaneous things. Don't really know where to put these, because they're just kind of random things. There's my my regular panic attack. I hope they come out with a Strangifier for this, because this bothers me. Why was this professional kill streak, and why is it named, and why is it crafted by me? I need that. Please, Valve, please. And then some skins that I like. And then a bunch of crates that I'll probably never open. And then this is my skins collection. I started collecting all the engineer skins a while ago, and this is as far as I got. There are a few pistols, I think. There's like a no, actually, I think the only things I need to complete this collection are a few of the really expensive wrenches. These are all factory new, and they're all amazing. This is the one that I always use, but man, this looks beautiful. And then there's some just miscellaneous skins, I guess, that I found. And then this is just this is the end of my backpack. This is where I just keep things that are completely useless, that I don't really plan on doing anything with, I guess. This is just some paint that I got from Halloween. This is a gift-a-pult that I can't seem to use. It doesn't let me. I don't know why. This is a strange original that somebody gifted me that I still need to, like, combine all of the kills. I need to, like, use a strange transfer tool to transfer all of my old kills onto this one. There's my Spirit of Giving, and then these are the matchmaking passes, I guess. I mean, it's kind of bothering me actually that they're like, my ADD is like going off right now because it's not like one row. I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah, actually, I think I don't really need any of these. I'm just gonna get rid of them all. And so that's the end of my backpack. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Maybe next year I'll do it again. Who knows? Maybe I'll die before then. Ooh, spooky. Oh man, if I actually do die before then, this is going to be really morbid for people. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. And I will talk to you nieces and nephews next time. Bye-bye.